get into some employment shit. This is episode 13. Fuck it. So, Evander, man, was beautiful high school. That was my high school, man. You know, and then I think I got in trouble, did some bullshit, man. Again, that's a whole nother story. My first felony. That was crazy. But I had just wanted to, once I started going downtown and shit, Midtown and all that shit, and start seeing working, just this movement and shit, I just outgrew high school. I'm not telling nobody to do that shit. I'm not suggesting it. But I was bored. I was hanging out. You know what I mean? Crew I wasn't learning anything, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what was going on. My brain was at the point where I was advanced on other shit. You know. So the first job I got, I was at Woolworths. It used to be the store like a little tiny little Walmart. Y'all got an extra mom in them. People know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Woolworths is Foot Locker now. Yeah, go figure. They're the same shit. So my first job, I was like 14 or some shit, 14, 15. 15 probably. And I go, and they hire me, and back in the day, they used to have this food shit where they sold burgers and chicken. It was a counter, lunch counter. Like, all right, if you go lunch counter, all right, go way back to civil rights sit-ins and all that. You do your history on this part, where black people sat in at the counter, those restaurants. Woolworths was one of those, back in the South, wherever those ones were. So they used to have sit-ins. So we sold food, good shit, fried chicken, shrimp, all kind of shit, burgers, shit, full good shit, fries, good shit. So they hired me. It was right around, right before Christmas. So I'm good. Now, this is my first job, man. I'm bugging the fuck out. So I'm going there blazed out. I work behind with the food, so I'm serving the people, you know, food cooking their shit. And I'm eating the fuck out of shit, yo. Nigga, yo. I'm eating so much shit that they like, yo, bro. One meal a day, yo, this is the shit I'm eating. So I come in the morning, boom, or whenever I come in and shit, lunch. I make some shit there, boom, eat that shit. And I'm blazed out, so I got the munchies crazy. I'm like 14, 15. So I'm just wild and reckless, irresponsible. So I eat that, then I eat some chicken, boom. Then I'm throwing some shrimp, bam, eat that shit. This is all throughout the shit. Then I eat a hot dog. I was just grubbing. So then I was wilding out worse. I would have my homies come down there. And I was just giving people like 8 pieces for like $1. Hey, I was just wilding out, just crazy, irresponsible shit. So they was like, yo, it's my first fucking job. I don't know how the fuck to act. I'm fucking eating, I'm just wilding out. So my birthday, January 6th, man. These cats fired me and shit. So I'm like, these niggas on my birthday. So I wild out. Do some bullshit, y'all through the store and all that shit. So then the second job, my mother had one of her friends worked at this office, this company called Foremost and McKesson, something like that. They were the importers. Google this shit too. Somebody else imported. It's this beer called St. Pauli's Girl beer. It's good beer. It tastes a little salty, but it's a good beer. They make a light and a regular in the dark. So they told me to have to go through this temp agency, you know, and they work for a while, and then the company hires you. So I'm like, boom. Now I'm working in the mailroom. So that's what really sparked me, because now I'm seeing business. I'm ear hustling. I'm seeing how all of this shit works. I'm going dressed, you know, tie shit. I'm eating coffee, getting coffee and bagel and coffee and roll, you know, working people's shit. So I'm chilling. So I'm still working through this temp agency. So now my mentality was still slick, still trying to get over short-term shit, not really realizing that, you know, it's opportunity. You can't be on no bullshit. But that's how my mentality and my mind was thinking back then. So I it was a temp agency where every week you would have, there was this paper you would have to fill out your hours, right? Fill out your hours, get somebody to sign it from the office, and then turn that shit in to the temp agency. Boom. So one day by mistake, I had two of these slips, and they had a carbon copy, it was a slip, and I had put down the wrong hours for some reason. Like, say for instance, I worked 41 hours. I don't know how I made this mistake, but I put like 45 or some shit. And when I got the carbon copy and added it, I'm like, oh shit, I fucked up. And they paid me for that shit. So I'm like, oh shit, here we go. Here go the nigga shit, right? So, mentality, short-term nigga mentality, bullshit, get over slick shit, fuck that shit. So, I, the next pay thing, I did a day, right? So, my man just sent me a text, sorry about that. So, another day, and they paid me for that shit. So, I'm like, oh, yeah, right. So, yo, I bugged the fuck. Now, y'all like, this motherfucker. Yo, by the end of the documentary, it's gonna all make sense like, damn, this is a good guy. He's not no motherfucker, but this is the shit. So, this one week, I wilded the fuck out, man. I put like some dumb shit, 70 hours or some shit. Yeah. So, I turned that shit in. So the temp agency calls me in. No, they call me in the office of the job and shit, right? And the temp agency ladies there. So my mom's friend is there, and he's looking at me like, I didn't put my name, the shit. So the lady says, Joe, we have a problem, this with your thing. This is not right. And this is no, it gets worse. I have fucked up, and somebody had to sign off on that shit. And I signed off. I had an old one for some reason. Yeah, I did some bullshit, some illegal shit. I signed off on that shit. Like her shit. She had somehow I used one she had, I don't know what I did, but I manipulated the shit. So she says, we have a problem. She says, how could I have signed this when I was on vacation that week? So now I'm like, there's nothing, there's no, then I think I tried to say I did it by mistake or some bullshit, but it was way, come on, man, 70 hours, 70 fucking hours, bro. So they bounced, that was that. But I had learned, okay, I got a taste of that mailroom type shit. So then the second job was another one of my mother's friends, and it was with the National Urban League. So this is, now I'm seeing black executives. I'm seeing, powerful black people. Jordan was the head of it. I would see him. So it was crazy. It was just, it was exciting. So what made me bring this up? I had reached out to this female girl I work with. Her name was Samaya. Her dad's, I'm not gonna name his name, but her dad, rest in peace to him, was this real famous jazz singer. So me and her were like buddies and shit. So they picked what it was about 5 of us. And it was the National Urban League working with Newsweek magazine. It was this lady from Newsweek magazine in Urban League. So they hired us, and they were paying us $8.50 an hour. So this is back in 1980 something. I mean, $8.50 an hour for the summer, right? So it was me, her, this other girl who was neighbors with Kim Fields that used to be on Facts of Life and all that shit. And it was a brother, we all black, named Earl. Jamaican, I don't know where, but he had an accent, draw really good. And it was it somebody else? It had to be, it might have been just us. It was somebody else, but I can't think, in Samaya. So our job, the whole goal was this thing to prevent teenage pregnancies, right? So we sat around. I mean, that was the whole goal to see what we can do. I was like 15. Me and Samai was the youngest. Somebody 16, somebody 17. So we just did exercises. So one day we sat around and we used all the pickup lines that I used. You know what I mean? What they would ask the dudes, what pickup lines you use. Then one day we sat around and just listened to the radio and how many songs talk about sex. You'd be surprised. So then they wrote a script, and the script was based on me and Samai. I was this DJ rapper that was basically trying to pressure her into having